Have you ever struggled to get an analysis done correctly, on time, and independently? Hi, I'm Brian Amrine from Value Driven Analytics, and today we're going to talk about how you should prioritize those three aspects of a project. Now, all three of them are important, and at the end of the day, if you're looking to move to the next level in your analytics career, you're going to need to illustrate all three of those to really advance. But on a day-to-day situation, you may face the trade-off between getting analysis done correctly, getting it done in a given timeline that you've committed to, and getting it done on your own independently. Your number one priority should be the accuracy of the data and the rigor of the analysis. If those two things are not correct, then you could end up making a worse decision by relying on the analysis. In fact, it would be better to rely on gut instinct or past experience or intuition than to make a decision based on an inaccurate data analysis. So if you're not completely convinced that your analysis is rigorous and accurate, take time to make sure that's the case. Get someone else involved to meet a deadline, or if you're not going to meet a deadline, let the stakeholders know as soon as possible that you're going to need more time to make sure it's accurate. If you present an analysis that is inaccurate, you could lose your stakeholders' trust and they will be hesitant to make data-driven decisions in the future. So it's extremely important to do what you need to do to make sure an analysis is accurate and robust. Now, the next priority would be to make sure it gets done on time. If you've agreed to a certain timeline with your stakeholders, you really want to make sure you hit that timeline as best you can. Now, you might also be trying to become more independent, to be able to complete something on your own without getting others involved. And that's important because you don't want to be the kind of person who relies or uses someone else as a crutch to get your work done. At a certain point, you want to become independent. And I understand that desire, but more important than that is to get something done by the time you've committed to. Your stakeholders may have a certain decision they need to make, and they need the analysis at a certain time in order to make a database decision. So it's extremely important to do that. And that means that if it's going to require getting someone else involved, maybe your manager or an analytics colleague, you need to ask for help, anticipate that, so that you can get the analysis done on time. It means that if you're spending maybe more than 10 or 20 minutes on something and getting nowhere, it might be time to ask for help. And that brings us to the third aspect of our analysis, which is how independently did we get it done? Again, it's a good thing to get there. Now, if you're brand new to a role or even the analytics industry itself, you may have just started as an analyst, it's expected that it's going to take you some time to ramp up, and so you're going to need to reach out for help. But at a certain point, especially when you're 1 to 2 years in, or maybe you're at a brand new company and you're getting to know how things work there and where data lives, maybe 6 to 12 months in, you want to start to get to a point where, at least for most projects, your manager can give you a task and expect that in general you're going to get it done on your own without too much help. Because it is true that when you reach out to someone else, it's taking their time away from projects too. Now, on the flip side, this is one benefit of asking for help. Sometimes by asking for help can be a great collaboration exercise, and you can learn from each other and even experience some networking benefits. So there is some value to asking for help. And again, if you are worried that maybe you're not going to complete something accurately and you need some peer review, or if you're not going to get something done on time and you need some help, it's worth asking for help. So I hope that's helpful. As a summary, the number one priority should be to complete an analysis with rigor and accuracy. And then if you've done that, we want to make sure that you get your analysis done on time, even if it means asking for help. Your third priority should be completing an analysis independently. I want to thank you for watching today. I hope you got a lot out of it. And if you did, please consider liking the video and subscribing if you'd like to see more videos like this in the future. Now, if you have any questions about what we covered, please consider leaving a comment and I'll try to respond to it as soon as I can. One last thing, if you or your organization ever need anything analytics related, an analysis, a dashboard build, maybe a data science model build, perhaps deeper training on this very topic or other analytics topics, even a complete analytics transformation, please consider value-driven analytics. Check out our site at valuedrivenanalytics.com, and if it resonates with you, give us a call. We'd love to help you out.